Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the World Comes to Palm Beaches tournament. As today's featured 18U matchup is between the visiting 18U Team Puerto Rico and Team 18U Team Italy. A righty on the mound for Italy as he's set to face Robert Diaz, Andrew Rosado, and Alejandro Osorio to start things off here in the top half of inning number 1. A move from the main stadium. We are now on Astros 4. As that first pitch taken for ball 1. 1-0 pitch. There's a bunt, but that's going to go foul. And the count now at 1-1. So a ball and a strike on Diaz. Curveball, that's on the corner for strike 2. So a ball and 2 strikes now on Diaz. Bunt attempt, umpire says he went. The throw is going to go to first, and that's in time for the strikeout. So it's going to be a strikeout and a 2-3 for out number 1. And that'll bring up Andrew Rosado to the plate. First pitch taken for ball 1. So to count at 1-0. There's a fastball, that one's in there for a strike, and the count at 1-1. That one swung on a miss. So a ball and 2 strikes now on Rosado. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Catcher going to throw it over to first. So 2 strikeouts, 2 putouts for the catcher for Team Italy to start things off here in the top of the first. So 2 outs now in inning number 1. So at the plate, Alejandro Osorio for Team Puerto Rico as he takes a slider in the dirt for ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and missed. 1-1 count. That one skips away. And 2-1 now on Osorio. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. As that pitch is fouled off, and the count now at 2-2. Here comes a 2-2 pitch. That one will skip away, and the count now full at 3-2.
Oh, sorry.
3-2 pitch. Slider, that's on the inside corner. And that's going to do it here in the top half of the first. So Italy able to get 3 punch-outs as we move to the bottom half of inning number 1, tied at 0. Bottom half of the first. On the mound for Puerto Rico will be Alejandro Osorio, as it'll be Harlem, Donatucci, and Coleman to lead it off for Team Italy. So Harlem in the box, the lefty set to face Osorio. First pitch is popped up, and that one goes out of play.
Let me see my lineup. No mistake in the line. The right fielder.
0-1 pitch, curveball that's upstairs, and the count now at 1-1. So ball and a strike on Harlem, and that one popped up towards the left side of the field, but that's gonna go foul, and the count now at 1-2. So ball and 2 strikes. Curveball that's outside, and the count now at 2-2. balls, 2 strikes on Hallam. Here's the pitch. Change up. That was a sweet one. And the first strikeout for Alejandro Osorio. So that'll bring up to the plate Donatucci. First pitch from Osorio. Slider that swung on and missed. And the count now at 0-1. That pitch in there, and now the count at 0-2. One out here in the bottom of the first. Curveball from Osorio, and that'll be the second strikeout of the inning. So 2 away now. As the lefty Coleman will step up to the plate. Osorio comes set at first pitch. Going to be past the diving glove of the second baseman, and it'll be a 2-out base hit for Italy. So that'll put Coleman on first. Ruidi will be at the plate with 2 outs and a man on here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Osorio comes set, first pitch. That one's in there for strike 1. On 1 count to Ruidi. Osorio set and deals. Curveball, that's going to go through the legs of the catcher. And Coleman will be able to advance to second on the wild pitch. So a ball and a strike, 2 outs here in inning number 1. Here's the pitch. That one in the dirt, and the count now at 3-1. So 3 balls and a strike, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the first. That pitch off the plate. So 3 balls and a strike now. Special guest, head coach of Team USA 55 and over, Thomas Ian, joining me here in the booth. Thomas, thank you so much.
Hey, great to be here.
Some time today at the ballpark. Pitch from Osario's fouled off. So that'll fill the count up at 3-2. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you made your way down to South Florida for the World Cups of Palm Beaches.
Well, Mario and I, we've been friends for forever. I won his tournament in 22, post-grad national championship. And so we've been friends, and I'm the head coach over at West Bay Collegiate Academy. Also, I've been a professional scout with Cincinnati Reds and Kansas City Royals for 20 plus years. And right now, I'm the field manager for the Rochester Ridgemen out of the New York Collegiate League, and so I'm looking forward to that and just having some great time for this upcoming summer in 2024.
So tell us a little bit about your scouting days. What it was like, the goods, the bads, and the in-betweens.
Well, the scouting days, I can tell you this. I went through 3 cars and 2 wives. So it's a long, drawn-off job, living out of a suitcase. And so, but it's fun. I've got as of right now, I've got 4 young men playing professional baseball.
That's awesome.
And as a matter of fact, one will be playing in the World Series. So we're looking to.
There's a shot into left. So Italy will get on the board first here as that throw's cut off. Puerto Rico has a runner in a rundown. Beautifully executed rundown there. So that'll end the inning. Italy will score the run. So it's 1-0 Italy after 1. We will stay with you here on the broadcast as we continue to speak with head coach Thomas Eaton. Had to interrupt you there for a second. That was a nice, strong base hit there by Donalds. But Puerto Rico able to get Ruidi caught in a rundown.
This is some good baseball here for the past week. I've enjoyed every minute of it, and gives me a chance to look and see if we have any prospects that I can turn their names into our scouting department.
So back to the scouting story. So you have a young man in the World Series that starts tonight.
Yeah, his name is Corey Seager. He's from my home state of North Carolina.
Yeah, so some people might have heard that name.
Yeah,
Pretty good bat in that Texas lineup.
That it is.
A lot of good bats in the Texas lineup, actually. You have them winning it? Tough question.
Yeah, that's a very tough question.
It's a really good series.
I'll put it to you this way. It will go 7 games.
Did you see these 2 teams in the World Series about a month ago when the playoffs started a couple weeks ago?
No, I did not. I had Houston and my best friend Dave Roberts, the LA Dodgers. I had those. That was my 2 picks there.
That would have been a
great one.
That would have been a rematch of, was that 2020?
2020.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
But that would have been a great rematch of 2 great coaches.
Yeah.
One
Hall of Fame coach, no doubt.
Yeah, and the other one getting ready to be a Hall of Famer. Because I think he's going to stay with the Dodgers for a pretty good minute there.
First pitch to Barrero is grounded. That one's going to be the first out of the top half of the second. Barrero had a nice showing yesterday at the pro workout day. At the age of, I believe he's 15 or 16 years old. Hit a couple of out on this park, actually, specifically. So a lot of young talent, like you said, all throughout the tournament. What's kind of stuck out to you the most? Was there a hustle play or the long ball? Is anything that you've seen that someone has done well that is something that should be mentioned?
Well, you've got a lot of kids who are very aggressive here. They're going to the plate hacking. They're going up there for swings. They're not going to sit there and look for walks or anything. They're going up there to take a good, strong cut. And that's what some of the scouts here that I talked to over a couple of days said that's what they like. A lot of kids being very aggressive, especially the kids from the DR, Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
And of course, Venezuela.
All 3 teams have really showed out in multiple age groups. There's a really well hit ball there. That's going to find the gap.
Yes.
Santiago headed to second. They're going to hold him up at 2. So it's going to be a stand-up double for Santiago. And that's going to lead things off for the Puerto Rico here in the second as they trail 1-0 over Italy. It's a really strong lineups for both sides. This Italian team has great pitching as well. It's really all around a well put together team. The Puerto Rican team has top to bottom a lot of strength in the lineup. Decent arms as well. So it should be a good matchup. Of course, Italy already with an early 1-run lead.
And again, a lot of the kids here, they're heard them talking about this is one of the greatest, nicest facilities that they've played at.
Right.
And this gives the kids a chance to play on a professional field and hopefully one day get drafted by either the Nationals or the Astros and come back and play it.
It's a different feeling when you get to play on a professional stadium.
That it is. That it is.
And I think it's also a different feeling when you're not playing for a team, when you're playing for a country
Right.
on your chest.
Right. Exactly.
You think I'm sure you would agree with me here that the emotions are definitely high.
Yes.
The emotions have been high all week.
Yes.
There's a difference in the fans.
Mm-hmm.
There's more into it. What have you seen in terms of fans? There's a really nice slider.
Well, I was at the stadium earlier today, and I could hear fans cheering from this field over to the stadium. I mean, it was a lot of noise, a lot of music playing, a lot of cheering for these kids here.
Just a hard hit ground ball.
Yeah.
Third baseman indecisive on where to throw. So the Puerto Rican team able to tie it up here. That's going to go down as a throwing error on the third baseman. So an E5 will make this a 1-1 game. As Jean Martinez, the center fielder, will step to the plate. Sorry to cut you off there.
No, good.
Both teams really swinging the bat.
Yes.
Really early.
And that's what you want. You just, like I said earlier, you don't want anybody looking for a walk. You want to get up there and swing that bat because you never know what type of scout is here today. They don't have to wear their paraphernalia. They can just be an ordinary guy, just sitting back, just observing.
Runner back safely, pickoff attempt.
And I must say, again, the officiating, the umpires here they are very upbeat. They make correct calls and had some bad calls, but again, these umpires are some of the best. Again, coming from around the world.
So a bunt attempt there by Martinez. He's going to move the runner over to second. You like to see something like that as well? A guy drop down a bunt, sacrificing himself, going all out, sprinting. Really been a lot of good baseball at the ballpark and throughout all the games. Of course, if you would like to catch any of our previous live streams, they're available on our YouTube. You can go into CBO-TV, click the live section, and former live streams are available for you to rewatch and watch again. And future live streams will be on CBO-TV live as well. Tomorrow begins championship play. Coverage will begin around noon. And you will be managing a team around that time. So tell us about this 55 and over division, what you expect, and what you're excited about.
The number one issue is not to get anybody hurt.
Yes.
It will take us 2 years and 35 days for us to recover from this. We're not young as we used to. So that's my main concern. The guys
keep the younger gentlemen healthy.
Yeah.
First and foremost. So do you plan on playing a little bit as well? Or?
No.
No. When was the last time you swung a bat?
When I hit fungos to my team. That's
Okay.
In BP this past summer, I can't catch up with it anymore. Eyesight is gone. Reaction time is gone. Everything is gone. Bad knees, everything.
That was Ryan Maldonado. He strikes out to end the top half of the second. Puerto Rico able to pick up a run on a base hit and an error. Through 1.5, it's 1-1. We'll be back for the bottom of the second after this. Bottom half of the second, tied game between Puerto Rico and Italy here. It's going to be Mandera, Ruidi, and Spidolini to start it off. So we're all set here for inning number 2. First pitch, that one's in there for strike 1.
All right, Frank.
0-1 count on Mandera. Osario with the curveball, that one inside. So tell me a little bit about the team now that you run and how you got into it.
I just got hired with the Rochester Regiment out of the New York Collegiate League. I know the owner. His team came when I was the pitching coach in Batavia, New York, with the Batavia Muck Dogs, and they used our facility.
Well, big man going to try to take second. Ooh, throw gets cut off. There's a big man legging it out, a double down the line.
That's Miguel Cabrera right there.
That's what it looked like. And so a leadoff double to start this bottom half of the second for Team Italy. Bats are alive so far. 3 base hits already for the Italian side. Puerto Rico with a hit, an error as well. So both teams swinging the bat well. As Ruidi up to the plate. So how early would you know your roster and what goes into the preparation of running a collegiate summer team like that?
Well, we contact different colleges across the country and just sell you're selling your team product. And again, they won the New York Collegiate League this past summer, and so it wasn't hard for me to start recruiting early. As of right now, I should carry a roster of maybe 35, but out of that 35, I'm carrying 20 pitchers.
Wow.
So everybody will be able to get their innings in. But getting back to how I met them, we had some Canadian smoke that came across upstate New York, western New York, and it got so thick that a lot of people couldn't play. So in our area, it was clear, and so their manager contacted our owner and asked could they use our field for that day because we were not playing.
Good play there by the catcher. That was a strikeout for Osorio. It was a changeup, the ball got away. So Mandera able to advance to third. Ruidi's thrown out at first. So 1 out will be on the board.
So, but yeah, again, they asked to use our facility, and the manager and their owner came into my office. We talked a little bit, and he said, if you ever want to become a manager, I told him, sure. Gave him my contact information. I didn't know it was going to be this early for me to take that position. But their head coach got a head coaching position at a college, and he can't be the summer collegiate coach.
Let's go, bud. Line drive. Let's go. Be aggressive.
So I was next on the list, and I accepted, and
It's crazy how it works. So some Canadian smoke earlier in the year, and all of a sudden you find yourself with a job. And so what does the recruiting process look? Ooh, that ball actually stays in play, and it's caught in foul territory. So Spidolini will be set down after the pop fly caught in foul territory. Unfortunately off your camera, off your screens, but it was caught right up on the fence on the third base line. So 2 outs now for Team Italy.
But getting back to recruiting, you just call different colleges that you have connections with, and they will send their best players to play summer ball.
Ball was popped up. I was nervous for a minute. I was looking sure it wasn't coming back towards the booth.
But
So you like to go through the college coaches.
and sometimes we get recommendations from scouts.
Okay.
And like today, one young man is playing for Team Italy. They played yesterday. The older team. He's gonna play on my team. He saw me this week, and he saw me. We started talking.
Third baseman?
Yeah.
I think I know who you're talking
Matt.
about. Yeah.
Matt Buca.
Yes, I believe he was at the scout day yesterday.
Okay. So he said, "Hey, coach, I'm coming to play for you." And so I get a lot of calls and phone numbers. And so when I looked, I said, "Matt?" He said, "Yeah, coach, that's me." So at least I'm going to be very, very secure on that 5-6 hole.
That was great with the base hit the other way. Runner on the move. The hit and run was on. So seeing a lot out of Team Italy early. Hit and runs. The Puerto Rican side with that bunt for a hit attempt, but really it was a sacrifice. So both sides really playing team ball. As that pitch is popped up in foul territory.
It is no.
Catcher runs out of room. So 2 strikes now. This is Halloran at the plate. Two outs here in the second. This is the 18U featured matchup of the day. Runner on the move. And he's going to be in there safely. Good pitch to steal on. It's the off speed in the dirt. Still 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second. It's Gray at second now following the stolen base. Pitch from Osorio, changeup, it's in on the hands and fouled off. Before this inning ends, just want to say thank you to head coach Thomas Eden for spending some time with us. Professional scout for over 20 years. Thomas, I want to say a couple things before step away.
Come out Saturday at 12 o'clock, the Astros complex, and watch some good baseball with us older guys.
There you go. Thomas, thank you so much for joining in
Antoine.
today. So that's going to do it for Thomas Eaton, as we will have a new special guest joining us here in the broadcast booth. It's going to be Nick Argento, one of the cooler stories in baseball, as that pitch is fouled off. I heard you guys had a crazy game yesterday.
Wow, the men's group for Italy, we had 2 crazy games. We had a nice lead on Cuba. We let it skate away, and we ended up tying the game 8-8. We had to come back in the 9th inning and tie it up. And I was able to hit a nice game-tying single, but it wasn't enough. So we'll take the tie, and then the second game, we're up 6-0 the whole game, and we barely closed it out. It ended up being a 6-5 win for us over Earth, but it's been tough games and it's been exciting.
So tell me a little bit about yourself before the big hit yesterday. Take us all the way back, how you kind of got it started, how you got yourself into this tournament, and how your career has kind of gone in different directions for you, both personal life and baseball.
So for me, I was training to be an indie ball player. I wanted to keep playing ball.
Good change up.
I was working out with the Twins and stuff. I thought things would have went my way, and unfortunately they didn't. I was crazy right there. I'd gotten diagnosed with testicular cancer, and I had to go through chemo all last summer. I'm 1 year cancer free now, and after that I hung up the cleats, and I've been coaching now and stuff, but I'll still do these tournaments for fun and to get the group of the guys together. It's it's a once a year thing. It's a memory too. It's something we could all come together and really make the most of.
Joe Luis is in my lineup. Name and number. Okay. right now?
He's up to hit.
Okay.
Okay.
And then now having an 18 under Italy team is even better. And a lot of these guys I've coached in high school or travel. And this is a big group of, this is a nice group of kids. And tomorrow we have a couple guys coming over from Italy to join them. So I'm really hoping for a championship win out of these guys.
So just a quick update. Trying to get things sorted out here. So that pitch was somehow managed to stay fair. So Puerto Rico able to get out of the inning. Italy able to score a run. And now it's the top half of the third. So last year you came out as kind of a player / manager.
Yep.
And this year it's more manager / player.
Yeah.
With multiple teams.
Yeah, with multiple teams.
So how's that been for you?
It's been really stressful, but the one thing I want to key on, and it's the most important part of this for me, is making it a memory that these kids and these men could take home and cherish. You know, I want to. For me, it's more about the experience than anything else. If we win, it's a plus, but the experience is everything, right? So that's something that we're pushing for, and you know, hopefully we come out with some wins in light of playing ball and having fun.
So tell me a little bit about your experience last year, what you enjoyed, what you didn't enjoy. You guys fought a tough tournament last year. I remember it really came down to the wire in that championship match. Kind of got away from you late in the game.
Yeah.
What was that like? I think that was kind of like your first real time back on the ball field after undergoing chemo, right?
Yeah. It was tough. We won. We went 4-0 in regular seeding. We lost in the championship. You know, our pitchers just kind of gave it away. We couldn't really find the strike zone. We kind of walked our runs in, and I think the final score was 5-1. But for me, I got to throw 2 innings. There were 2 scoreless innings, but let me tell you, they were sketchy innings because I think I walked like 4 guys or 5 guys in those 2 innings. So I made it interesting, but yeah, it was tough. I get winded when I walk upstairs nowadays. So.
So going back to last year one more time, I want to take you back to the game against Team Earth. Now, you guys were really battling against Earth, winning the whole game, and then a lefty came out, and my memory's a little bit blurry, but it was Team Earth, and a lefty came out. He was like 95, 96 against you guys, but you guys kept getting infield hits. As that pitch really close to the camera there. So it goes behind for ball 1. You remember that lefty I was talking about that was really good for Team Earth?
His name was Felix Barreto, or something like that.
I was thinking me.
Was it you?
Do you remember the game I went out there and pitched against you guys? That was a fun one.
Yeah. Oh, I do remember that now. I remember you guys had that lefty Felix that played indie ball. He goes hard.
Yes, man. Yes.
Hard.
Felix pitched against Joe Torre's team.
I can't remember. See, my memory's blurry too.
I remember last year we were out of pitching, and I had to come out and pitch against you guys. That was really a fun tournament.
I think you were saying more like 99 to 101.
Probably,
right? Yeah,
probably.
I think that's what it was.
I might have gotten a couple phone calls after, not from scouts, but some McDonald's applications.
There you go.
Watching my performance.
That was a fun game. I thought it was good. It was a fun game for both teams. You know, we all made the most of it. We had a good time, and that's what it's all about.
So how's the Italy Open Division looking this year?
Well, based on this Cuba Earth game over here, I believe it is, we'll be able to tell if we're the number 1 seed or not. So we'll see what happens there. I believe if Cuba wins, we're the number 2. If they lose, we're the number 1.
Are you guys 2-0 and?
We're 1-0-1, but everyone's splitting it.
That's right.
So we'll see what we come up with, and then if my 18 under team wins here, we'll be 2-0, and we'll be sitting pretty for a big game against Venezuela tomorrow. But we got to get through this one first. I can imagine this is a really tough opponent. You know, we don't like to overlook anybody. So we'll see what happens in this game. I like the lead right now. I just wish I could not have to stress over it. A 2-1 is not enough. So we'll see. We got some big bats in this lineup. We got a lot of. What's cool about the 18 under team I have here is we have a lot of family on the team. We have 2 or 3 sets of brothers, and I have a set of cousins. So I have Anthony and Nick Raviti, I have Austin and Mason Hunter, and I have Jonathan and Nick Halloran. So I have 3 sets of family on here. So that is really cool, and I think that helps further instill the camaraderie in the group we have here. It's a family environment, and a lot of these kids grew up together too. So
And you
the
were
chemistry is
instrumental
nice.
in bringing the team together, right? You were the head recruiter for
Yeah, I
this, for this
single-handedly
team.
brought this team
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Yep. So I'm really excited for this group right now. I think I got a good team. And another cool thing too is I didn't pick up just kids that were barely 18 under. This team varies from 14, 15 all the way to 18. I picked it on talent and also on chemistry, who I thought was going to gel and who's going to excel in their roles. And right now it looks pretty good. We'll see what happens. I'm going to speak into existence and say I got a good group here and that I think we can win a championship if we play our game.
So talk to me a little bit about recruiting these guys. How long ago did you start? How much planning went into it? And of course the expectations are set high. When did you know that you kind of had a team that could really put something together at the tournament?
I think about a month ago. It took me about 2 months to get this team together, but I think about a month ago was when I was like, all right, I got a pretty good team here. That's a costly error right there and left.
So it's going to be a single for Jose Sierra. The ball gets passed out in the gap, and that'll tie the game at 2. So 2-2 now between Puerto Rico and Italy. General manager of this 18U Italian team, Nick Argento, in here with me in the booth. So how many were you guys running practices and stuff trying to prepare for this?
We did one practice because it's hard. All these kids are in high school ball, and we have 6 guys actually flying out from Italy. They arrived today. They'll be here tomorrow. So it was hard to really orchestrate any practices, but we did 1 true practice, and it looked like a good group. You know, I saw some good things. So
tell me about the group coming in from Italy. How did you manage to pull that one off?
So Jim Mansilla, he's getting a little scary out here.
Jim's a great guy.
Yeah, Jim Mansilla helped me assemble the Italian group I have coming over. He got me a catcher that apparently might be an international signing while he's here. So we're going to look to see if that comes to fruition. And then we got 4 or 5 arms that are going to help us finish the way with the rest of the tournament. One is a 16-year-old who's playing in the professional league over there, who apparently has got really good stuff and threw 6 scoreless as a 16-year-old in the Italian professional league. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him tomorrow. We should see him tomorrow against Venezuela. And we got to get through this game first, because now I'm starting to have a heartache. How many outs do we have? No outs? Oh my gosh.
No outs, runners on first and second. 1 run already in as Edwin Melendez steps up to the plate. There's another
I might
hit
have
by
to
pitch.
leave the broadcast move.
You might have to make a
booth.
move on the field.
Yeah, I might have to make a move on the field, but it's been a
It's
pleasure.
been a pleasure. I mean, really one of the greatest stories that I've heard, one of the feel-good stories of last year's tournament. I wish you best of luck, of course. What's next for you? You said that you've hung them up.
Yeah, I just want to play for fun. You know, I'll play men's league here and there, but
I saw you at the Federal League.
Yeah,
I used to play in the Federal League.
I popped out there.
What team did you play for?
I did the Delray.
The Stars.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I popped out there, and I just do this for fun now. But for me, it's just coaching the kids and trying to start a life, you know. And
do you see a future in baseball and management and stuff? Is that kind of what you're leaning towards?
For sure. That's definitely what I'm going towards. It's definitely what I want to see myself doing in the future, is being around the game. I definitely can't leave this game.
Right.
But thanks for having me.
Absolutely. If the fans
appreciate
want to find you or the team on social media, where can they find you or Team Italy and what you guys are doing?
Nick.Argento, and we'll have an Instagram account up today. But Nick.Argento is my Instagram account. It's pretty much all I use for social media. And we'll have an Instagram up today for Italy, and we'll see what we create for that. But it's something Italy related, Italy 18U or something, or Italy baseball. But
okay,
thanks
so
for having me.
Follow Nick.Argento on Instagram, and he'll have the update on Team Italy's 18U and Open Division teams. Nick, once again, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you
Appreciate
the
it.
best of luck.
Thank you.
So it's 3-2 Puerto Rico after the fielder's choice. There's 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. So Argento, the general manager of these Italian teams, had to step away, as it's been the first real threat so far through this one. Runners on the corners. Quick pick on the runner at first, but he's back safely. This is Rosado at the plate. Oh for 1 today with the strikeout. There's a slider, gets away. And that's going to be the 4th run scored for Puerto Rico in this one. So 4-2 Puerto Rico. As that pitch on the ground. It's foul. So Diaz at second. 2 outs here in the 3rd. Italy trailing by 2. It's 4-2 Puerto Rico. As there's a good off-speed pitch. And I apologize. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning. So swing and a miss there. Bring up Osorio to the plate. 2 outs in the 3rd. First pitch to Osorio, changeup. That one's in there for strike 1. That one on the ground to short. The throw to first, and Osorio's thrown out. But Team Puerto Rico able to pick up 3 runs on 1 base hit. They strand a runner, and we'll move to the bottom of the 3rd. Puerto Rico leading 4-2. half of inning number 3 set to begin. Top of this Italian lineup due up as they now trail Puerto Rico 4-2. Halloran 0 for 1 today with the strikeout, as he hits that one down the line but foul. One strike on Halloran. Here's the pitch. It's a changeup in the dirt. Two balls and a strike on Halloran. Rosario set and deals. That one low and away in the count now at 3-1. Fastball upstairs. So a 5-pitch walk for Halloran to start the third. And that'll bring Donatucci to the plate with no outs and Halloran on first. Osorio set, first pitch, that's inside, and the count at 1-0. Osorio set, runner on the move. That pitch fouled off of the foot of Donatucci. And he's in some pain. So we're going to take a quick break. Hopefully Donatucci's all right. And we'll come back in just a minute. Back and set for some more baseball. Donatucci is up and back in the box. So a ball and a strike, no outs here in the bottom of the third. That pitch skied in the air, deep to left. That ball's got a chance. That went off the wall. The throw will come into third. It'll skip all the way to the back fence. It's going to be a stand-up double for Donatucci. And Team Italy responding after giving up the 3 runs. And now there's a discussion as to whether or not the ball went over. So it's going to stand as a double.
Hey, hit the pole. Hit the pole. Hit the pole. I got it on video.
I don't care about video, folks. We don't use video. Okay? I don't want to hear it.
So the home plate umpire clearing it up. Will not review any homemade videos of this telecast. So it will stand as a double. Still no outs here in the third, as that pitch is popped up in the air. And that one's going to fall out of play. This is Coleman at the plate. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. Osorio set. That pitch popped up. That one has a chance, but it's going to drop. So it's a foul ball. So 2 strikes on Coleman now. So 2 strikes on Coleman. So Osorio comes set. Here's the pitch. Curveball, that's swung on and miss. And that'll be the first out here in inning number 3 for Team Puerto Rico. One out here in the bottom of the third. Runner still on second and third. 1 out here, bottom half of inning number 3. As that pitch is fouled off. So 0-1 count. This is Ruidi at the plate. He was walked in his first plate appearance. Umpires are getting an earful today at this game. So still 1 out. Rudy at the plate. There's the pitch. Change up. Pitch from Osorio. That one hit the other way. Deep right field. It's going to be deep enough to score the run. And that'll make it a 4-3 game.
What is the score?
4-3. So 2 outs now. Sacrifice fly from Ruidi. We'll bring Donalis to the plate. He's 1 for 1, singled in his first plate appearance. That pitch taken for ball 1. That one in the dirt, and the count now at 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. 2 outs here in the third. As that pitch is popped up, first base side, that ball is caught, and that's going to end things here in the bottom half of the third. Italy strands a runner, but they're able to pick up 1 run on 1 hit. It's 4-3 as we move to the top of the fourth after this. Top half of inning number 4. Alan Barrero at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to lead off the second inning. First pitch, Barrero smacks it back up the middle, and that's going to be a single. To lead things off here in the fourth for Team Puerto Rico. So Angel Santiago will step up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today with the double. Quick check on the runner at first, but he's back in safely. Pitch up in the air, going towards the fence in foul territory. Third baseman unable to make the catch, so Santiago will have another chance. So 1 strike on Santiago. Another check on Barrero at first, but he's back in safely. That one taken for a ball. Fastball, that one runs inside. Close pitch. pitch. Off-speed pitch, right back to the pitcher, to second for 1. The throw gets away. And so that's going to be a fielder's choice and an error. So still no outs. Samuel Camacho at the plate. Pitcher set. Swing and a miss from Samuel Camacho. He reached on an error in his first plate appearance. Puerto Rico leading 4-3. No outs here in the 4th. There's a slider. And the count now at 1-1. That fastball is hit high and far to left. Left fielder unable to make the catch at the wall. Everyone will only be able to advance 1 base, so it's going to be a long single for Camacho. And that'll load the bases here in the 4th. And so that's going to warrant a mound visit for Team Italy as the bases are loaded with no outs here in the top of the 4th. We're back here in the top of the 4th. Gene Martinez at the plate. So he's going to hit a ground ball to third. Third baseman will step on the bag for 1. And that's going to be the only out that Italy gets on that ground ball. 5-3 Puerto Rico now with 1 out here in the 4th. So that'll bring up Ryan Maldonado to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Runners on first and second, 1 out here in the top half of the 4th. Mexico leading 5-3 over Team Italy. Excuse me, Puerto Rico leading 5-3 over Italy. As that's a ground ball that goes into the right field. Run on the throw at the plate's not in time. Maldonado will advance to second. And it's an RBI base hit for Maldonado. So Puerto Rico now leading 6-3 over Italy. Maldonado able to advance to second on the base hit following the throw home. So it'll be Joe Luis Santiago at the plate. Puerto Rico now leading by 3, halfway through this one. Is that pitch in there for strike 1? Swung on and miss. And Santiago now behind in the count. 2 strikes. 1 out here in the 4th. Pitch outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Maldonado at second. Eugene Martinez at third. 2-strike pitch. Off speed in the dirt. Taken for a ball. Slider. That one's outside. Count now at 3-2. Slider, that one is ripped but foul. And so the count's still at 3-2. Three-two pitch, off speed, freezes Santiago, and that's going to be the second out of the inning. So 2 outs now for Puerto Rico. It's going to be Jose Sierra at the plate. He's 1 for 1 today. Runners still at second and third. Curveball upstairs. Count at 1-0. That pitch fouled off. So ball and a strike now. One ball, one strike. Pitcher set and deals. Off-speed pitch is down and away. Fastball, that one's on the ground. Gonna get out left field. 1 run will come in to score. The throw to home, and Maldonado will be stopped at third base. It's now 7-3 Puerto Rico, as the hits continue to come for Team Puerto Rico in this one. That is Sierra's second base hit of the night. So runners on the corners for Jeff Marrero. It's now 7-3 Puerto Rico. There's a slider swung on and missed. Marrero was hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance. As there's a slider back to the pitcher. Going to toss it over to first, and that's in plenty of time for the third out. But Puerto Rico able to add more to the lead. It's now 7-3, headed to the bottom half of inning number 4. Bottom half of the fourth, it's going to be Edwin Melendez into pitch for Alejandro Osorio. So 3 innings of work for Osorio. He's going to face Mandera to lead it off here in the bottom of the fourth. Mandera hit a double down the line in his first plate appearance. So first pitch from Melendez. Fastball, that one is there for strike 1. So 0-1 on Mandera. That pitch in the dirt. And the count now at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Fastball upstairs. And the count now at 2-1. Fastball inside, and the count now at 3-1. And that's going to be a 5-pitch walk. So Mandera walks, and Ruidi steps up to the plate. I think rain's starting to fall a little bit here at the ballpark. Fastball's upstairs. So Melendez still trying to find the strike zone out the bullpen. Puerto Rico leads at 7-3. Melendez comes set. There's a fastball and blows it by Roidi. Fastball, that one on the corner, that's strike 2. So 1-2 strikes. Melendez comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball is up and out. Count now at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the fourth. As that one swung on and missed, and Ruidi is set down on strikes. So 1 out here in inning number 4. As Spitalini will step up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. I'd like to give a shout out to all of our fans watching at home, as there's a bunt attempt, but it goes foul. Jomari Diaz sending out her support for Team Puerto Rico. Kilmari Diaz saying go Robert and go Team Puerto Rico. James Diaz, Joe Marie, all showing their support for Team Puerto Rico as well. So 1 on, 1 out here in inning number 4. Mandero walked.
Heart of the middle.
And Spinelliti will swing and miss through that one.
Left field, left field.
Go, protect. Go, protect now.
Melendez comes set, but we'll take a look at the runner at first.
Yo, let's go.
Melendez set once again. Here's the pitch. It's fouled back, and there's now 2 strikes on Spinelliti.
Our contact, let's go.
So 2 strikes, 1 out, and 1 on for Italy as they trail by 4 in inning number 4. That one swung on and missed, and Melendez will pick up back-to-back strikeouts.
You're pulling away. Let's go.
So 2 outs now for Team Italy.
Go, Chase, stay high.
As Gray will step up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 today. Melendez comes set. There's a sweet curveball that Melendez gets Gray to swing through for strike number 1. So 0-1 count. Runner on the move. The throw to second in plenty of time. And that's going to end things here in the bottom of the 4th. So Puerto Rico able to get out of the inning. We'll head to the top half of the 5th. It's 7-3 Puerto Rico. Top half of inning number 5. New pitcher on the mound for Team Italy. Edwin Melendez at the plate for Puerto Rico. First pitch skied in the air, but that's going to go out of play and foul for strike number 1. So 1 strike on Melendez as he leads off this 5th inning for Puerto Rico. Off speed, in there for a strike. So now 0-2 on Melendez. Pitcher set. The 0-2's on the ground to short. Backhanded stab. The throw to first is off the mark. And so that's going to be an infield single for Melendez. That'll flip the lineup card back to the top of the order. It'll be Robert Diaz for Puerto Rico. 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a fielder's choice. So 1 on and no outs. As we'll have a quick visit between the catcher and the pitcher. We're going to take a quick break in the booth as they discuss things. So we're back. The pitching change, it's Hunter on the mound for Team Italy. Here's a bunt attempt. That one in there for a strike. So a ball and a strike on Robert Diaz. Hunter comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball. That's in there for a strike. So the count now at 1-2. Curveball. That one back to the pitcher. Throws it to second. There's no one covering. And so that'll put runners on first and second. So another fielder's choice for Diaz. We'll bring Andrew Rosado to the plate.
Lock it up!
Rosado 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts in this one. First pitch from Hunter. A bunt from Puerto Rico. It's a perfectly placed bunt. A flip to first. What a great effort there by Hunter to get off the mound and able to make the play. So Rosado will be put down for a sacrifice bunt. Nearly had a base hit. And there's now runners on second and third for Puerto Rico with 1 out here in the 5th. First pitch outside, taken for ball 1. One and no count. This is Alejandro Osorio. Let's see, hits that fastball foul. Ball on a strike now. Osorio entered the game as the pitcher before coming out and now the DH. As that ball's on the ground to second. Second baseman over to first for 1, but the run will score, and that's going to make it 8-3 Puerto Rico. So 2 outs and 1 on for Borrero. He's 1 for 2 today. First pitch is hit up the middle and hard, off the pitcher's glove. Third baseman trying to make the play. And wow, what a play by Italy. Not taking a break and not taking the play off even after it skips off the pitcher's glove, able to make the throw, and that's going to be the third out here in the top of the 5th. So we move to the bottom of the inning number 5. It's 8-3 in favor of Puerto Rico. So bottom of inning number 5. 8-3 Puerto Rico. Italy trailing by 5. 3 innings, 9 outs left for Italy to try to get back into this one. The sun beginning to set over the ballpark. No lights here on the backfields at the ballpark of the Palm Beaches. If this game, as that's a fly ball to deep left field, but the catch is made, and that's going to be the first out. So Gray with the fly out will bring Halloran to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. So if the game were to be called due to darkness, it would just be suspended and the game will conclude tomorrow. So this game, unless Puerto Rico is able to add more runs or if the game were to finish quickly, it would just be suspended for tonight and picked back up tomorrow. So this game will conclude. It's just a matter of whether it's today or tomorrow as Halloran takes that pitch for a ball. That fastball is in there for a strike. If you're in the chat, please please let us know where you're watching from. As that one might have broke the camera. So a walk to Halloran. It's going to bring us back to the top of the order. It's going to be Nick Halloran now at the plate. 0 for 1 today with the strikeout and a walk. Melendez set. Fastball, that one's in there for a strike. So 0-1 count. Nick Halloran at the plate, 1 out. Runner on the move, swing and a miss. The throw to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. So runner in scoring position now for Team Italy. Two strikes. Melendez set. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up in the air. As that one gets out of play. So 2 strikes still. Melendez set. And we're going to have time called at the plate. If you're just joining us, it's 8-3 Puerto Rico here in the bottom of the 5th. This is our featured 18U matchup of the day, as there's a nasty curveball, but Halloran able to stay in front of it and take that pitch. So still 2 strikes. Melendez comes set. Curveball. That one's fouled back. So still 2 strikes. Halloran, the runner at second. His brother at the plate. 1 out here in the 5th. Melendez comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball. That one in there for strike 3. And that's going to be the second out here in inning number 5. So 2 outs now for Italy. It's going to be Donatucci at the plate. 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a double. First pitch curveball, that's outside. And the count at 0-1. Two outs here in the 5th. Donatucci at the plate, Melendez on the mound. A pickoff move. The throw to third. That is in time. And so Melendez able to pick Halloran off at second. So that'll do it here in the 5th. Italy still trails. It's 8-3 after 5. top half of inning number 6. Laura Umili watching live from Tampa as the first pitch of inning number 6 will be a... I don't know.
Oh, he's got right behind you. You may get some wider balls, but that has no problem.
So a fly ball from Santiago to begin the top of the 6th. It'll be 1 out for Puerto Rico. Let me get a couple new ones.
White balls.
Heads up. So 1 strike on Samuel Camacho. As that pitch driven to left. That's going to get down. It's going to be extra bases. Camacho will stand up with a double. Thought about stretching it, but he'll hold up at second. So it's a 1-out double for Puerto Rico. And that'll bring up Jean Martinez to the plate. 1 out here in the 6th. That pitch in there for a strike. Martinez 0 for 1 today, had a sacrifice fly and a fielder's choice so far in this one. Hunter set and deals. Fastball and swung on a miss. And 2 strikes now on Martinez. Two outs here in the top of the 6th. Ryan Maldonado at the plate. Camacho, the runner at third. He advanced on a wild pitch. As there's a fastball. So Maldonado way ahead in the count. It's 3-0. Hunter comes set. The 3-0. That's slapped the other way. The throw's going to go to first.
He's out.
And it's going to be the rare 9-3 putout from right field. Maldonado gets thrown out, and so Italy takes a base hit and a run away from Puerto Rico. We move to the bottom of the sixth. It's 8-3. Bottom of inning number 6. It's going to be Donatucci going to lead it off. Halloran was picked off to end the 5th, and so Donatucci will get another chance at bat. This will be it for tonight. This is the final inning, as a curveball will drop in for strike number 1 to begin inning number 6. This will be the final inning, I believe, of the ball game. I do not believe this game will be continued tomorrow, and that's just due to the constraints of the schedule of the tournament. So 0-2 count on Donatucci. Italy looking for 6 runs here in this final inning to win the game. 5 would tie it. As the fastball's outside, and the count now at 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs here in the 6th. One-two is a fastball that's fouled back, and the count's still at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball. That one swung on and missed, and that'll be the first out here in inning number 6. So 1 down, 2 to go for Puerto Rico. It's going to be Coleman at the plate. 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a base hit. Fastball is up and out, and the count now at 1-0. That pitch fouled back. No one on, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Coleman at the plate for Italy. And there's a curveball. It's swung on a miss, and that'll be strike 2. 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Curveball that's fouled off. So Coleman will stay alive. Two strikes on Coleman. Here's the pitch. Curveball. That one finds the outside corner, and that's going to be the second strikeout of the inning. And it's Italy now down to their final out. First pitch to Ruidi. It's a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0-1 count on Ruidi. Maldonado. That pitch from Melendez taken for a ball. They're getting really close. So a ball and a strike now. Melendez set. Comes the pitch. Curveball, that's into center field. This could do it, but it's going to drop for a base hit. And so Ruidi will keep the game alive. It'll be Denals up now at the plate. He's 1 for 2 today. Still 2 outs. First pitch upstairs for ball 1. 1-0 count to Denals. He's 1 for 2 today with a single and a fly out. So 1-0 pitch, fastball. That one's in there for a strike, and they count even now at 1-1. Curveball in the dirt. Ruidi will advance to second. So a runner now in scoring position for Italy. 2 balls, 1 strike. Melendez set. Here's the pitch. Fastball skipped out of the dirt. The throw to third is in time, and that's going to do it. So Puerto Rico will pick up the win over Italy. Final score of 8-3 after 6. So Italy will play Venezuela tomorrow with their tournament life on the line. Puerto Rico picking up a win. They will look towards that Italy and Venezuela game. Puerto Rico lost to Venezuela by over 10 runs.
27 minutes to go.
So a lot on the line.
Coaches, 27 minutes to go. 9 a.m. we finish.
So this game is in fact not over. It's not over. We'll pick up at the top of the 7th tomorrow at 9 a.m.
All right, we'll finish the inning. It doesn't matter.
So it's 8-3. The 7th inning will be played tomorrow. Gonna sign off for tonight. Coverage of the championship games tomorrow begin around noon. So make sure to follow and subscribe to CBO TV for more.